As opposition builds to the proposed changes to Michigan's no-fault insurance program, the 7 investigators are taking a closer look at just who is behind the legislation.
Tonight, investigator Ross Jones is in Lansing following the money.
The changes to Michigan's no-fault auto insurance have flown through the Senate and are now being considered by the House. But are lawmakers fast-tracking the bills to please you and me, or just the people financing their campaigns? Lawmakers say the proposed changes will make auto insurance more affordable statewide, and that's good news for consumers, especially those in Detroit, paying an average of $5,000 per year. But a growing list of hospitals, advocates for the disabled, and members from both parties today say these changes are only good news for the insurance industry.
It's nothing other than a massive handout to auto insurance companies without any meaningful rate reduction in auto insurance premiums.
The proposed legislation would still pay for the health benefits of those who suffer serious crash injuries costing more than $545,000. But the bill would put limits on how much insurance companies will have to reimburse for certain services.
The providers that end up caring for people that get the most severe injuries, like brain injuries and spinal cord injuries, as it's currently written, the reimbursement would be drastically cut at that level of care.
The changes being pushed through Lansing are the work of Republican lawmakers, many of whom have benefited nicely from the insurance industry's campaign cash. Take a look. Back in the fall, Allstate Insurance's Political Action Committee wrote $13,000 worth of checks to lawmakers over just a one-week span right before voters went to the polls. The Political Action Committee, Friends of Farmers Insurance, has been friends to a lot of lawmakers. As last November's election grew closer, they showered Republicans and some Democrats with more than $31,000 in cash given in just 1 month's time. And earlier this month, the Michigan Association of Insurance Agents kicked in $10,000 to the House Republican Campaign Committee. Only days later, House Republicans took up the no-fault bill. Representative Tom Leonard has been on the receiving end of some of that cash. He says it played no role in his decision to support the bill and says he's most pleased that it offers consumers a $100 premium reduction for each vehicle for 2 years.
It's $700 million per year, and that's a lot of money.
But for a family who's paying $5,000 a year for insurance, $100 is not going to make them feel much better.
Again, $700 per year is what it is, or $700 million per year.
A vote was expected, Ross tells us, as soon as Thursday, but now that may be in doubt. We have learned Republican heavyweights like L. Brooks Patterson have caused some lawmakers to want to slow down the process. A vote is still possible this week, but less likely.